Good afternoon. It is August 23rd, 2024, and today we had a range day. This can be expected, with the price action we've been having the past 4 days or so. I should open up the weekly chart. I'll pause the video. So looks like we're going to get another bull close, but a lot could change in the next, hour and 20 minutes. But that's how it looks right now. So let's take a look at this 1300 tick chart. Not a lot of good trades. I think if you came in early in the morning and you bought aggressively in this sideways stuff, you would have made a lot of money. But other than that, there weren't a lot of good trades. Let's take a look. So yeah, we're in this tight bull channel, and you get a break, and you get a leg down. And what I was just looking at was this was the biggest pullback at that point. And so you get a pullback right here, pretty much the same size, and people bought right away. Boom, came up here, comes down, you make a double bottom, goes higher, and then this sell-off is clearly bigger than these legs of correction. But anyway, you get this move up. I mean, I'm sure you could argue for this to be, a level of support. You get this wedge bottom, boom, high or low. So, these you could argue for. This high or low you could argue for. But I'm guessing this is a news item. I didn't even check, but yeah, 34 ticks when all these bars are much smaller than that. So this is probably a news item. And this stuff is too crazy. I don't think you can get in on this. This is pretty aggressive, but maybe you could consider that to ride it to this high. Boom. And then you get this double top. I'd be a little too nervous to go short at this point, but we did get a gap below the EMA right here. So, and there's selling pressure, so maybe you consider that. And then we get this this double test, form this level of support once, twice, test it again, big bull bar. I'd be a little too nervous to take that with this sell-off. And you can see, and again, we got this like wedge type setup. I don't think you don't want to take this one because the signal bar is no good. This isn't technically a high or low, so I don't think you can take that. Boom, go up to the highs. Lower high, I like this. Kind of looks like a failure here. Big bear bar, and this just looks like a top. You gotta, push up, and we've got to push to a new high, and then you got another push, and it all fails. So I like that. I like that a lot. And then you get this second entry short, but the signal bar is no good, and that turns out to be a really good move. And this looked like a channel to me. And so you can see we hit the measured move and kind of bounced, but you could still consider taking this second entry short. But I think you got to take profits right there, and especially above this bull bar. And that's, I believe that's why people took their profits. Not only that, the measured move of the channel, but also the measured move of this range up here. And so you get this move up, and you get this channel. And then we get this level of resistance, but so that's a breakout pullback. I mean, you could consider that because of this level, this price level. And really, I think, let's see. These ranges did seem to be like the price action seemed to be responding to these ranges separately. However, the low of this range is the measure move of this range. So it's really just these highs were influencing prices, and then this high seemed to be influencing prices. So anyway, let me digress. We bounce off the open. I'm guessing this is a news item. Boom. Creates this gap. They just trap a bunch of bulls. So, I mean, this is... because it looks like a trap to me, and you get this double test right here. I think you consider that. 8 ticks. I don't see any longs here. If you got a good signal bar, because of this big bull move, I would say take it. I mean, this is a two-legged pullback, so if this was a good signal bar, I would like that. Yeah, anyway, you get this spike and channel down. Looks like that's part of it. I would guess it's like this. Yeah. That's why it's so important to draw these trend lines, because sometimes you don't see it, but you draw the trend lines and it's clear as day. So anyway, I looked at this as like a two-legged pullback. Nice signal bar off the EMA. I would say consider that one too, that lower high. And yeah, this looks like a range. So I'm guessing that we closed this by climax, so it's an exhaustion gap. I'm guessing we're going down to this low, and that's exactly where we go. I don't know how I feel. This seems too low, and now we got some buying pressure, and now we're flip-flopping. Honestly, I kind of like this one. It's like a second entry long, but it's counter trend. Gets a second entry short, but it's not. There's a few reasons I'm not crazy about this. Obviously, the signal bar isn't the high, but also we're at the lows. What else? The buying pressure's been pretty good. This is confirmation of the trend channel, but these are really far apart. So I wouldn't be too confident in that. I think that's about it for why I wouldn't take this. You get a bounce down here, not quite a lower high, so you get a spike and channel up. You could argue for this one, but the signal bar is just no good. And we're just going higher, and then we started going sideways. But you can see the bias is up. We're making a higher low here. The buying pressure looked better. First of all, we spiked into it, and you get this big bull bar here, two bull bars here. Sells off. The bear bars just aren't looking as strong, and so you get a big bull bar right here. And I would consider swinging this. And it turns out a lot of people like that, because I just like that. Now, these bull bars are too high in this channel, and I just drew this off of this low and dragged it up here. These big bull bars are too high, but this one's nice and close to the low, so I like that. And you can see we're getting a nice sell-off right now. So that's how I saw it today. That's going to close up the week. Hope everyone had a good week. I'll be back on Monday.